Hello, hench. Oh, geez, he's not drunk enough for this stream.
Watch out for the giant tomatoes.
I take it that if and when we ever cover Ultraman Ginga, that one's winning the WTH What the Henshin Award.
Of course, that is the only thing I saw in the episode, though. I didn't watch it except for that one part.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, hello Henshin Heroes or Henshin Nation, whichever you prefer, and welcome to another live stream from Henshin Power V3, where three friends have 3 minutes to talk about tokusatsu. I'm Nathan, aka the Subro.
I'm Jake, aka the Metal Don.
So I guess we're just gonna jump right into it. So yes, little did you know that the Ultraman Ginga movie was a secret crossover with Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Sad we didn't get no George Clooney, though.
That was from Return of the Killer Tomatoes. That was the second one.
I
know because I've seen things. Man.
I've only seen Return.
Well, I actually own a copy of Attack because it was on sale, and I impulsively bought stuff from. It was MVD. They did they had like a Labor Day sale or something, and I stupidly bought a bunch of stuff, including that.
Yeah.
And so I've seen Attack, I've seen Return. There are two more, and apparently no one likes them all that much because they're slightly harder to come by, and no one really talks about them.
I don't even think I've heard of them. So
yeah, what was it? It's like, well, no, and then there's a reboot that's just came out too, and I forget what that one's called.
What?
But one of them is called like Killer Tomatoes Eat France or something like that.
Heck yeah.
That was one of them. I'm trying to look it up. Because like I said, the other ones are a little harder to come by. Let's see. Killer Tomatoes Strike Back with an exclamation point. And then Killer Tomatoes Eat France. And then there was a reboot. Oh yeah. I gotta admit, the title of the reboot's kind of funny. It's Attack of the Killer Tomatoes Organic Intelligence.
They need to have one like a Attack of the Zombie Tomatoes. But
Attack of the Zombie Tomatoes.
But, just have a crap ton of ketchup. And then they come back as Killer Zombie Tomatoes.
There you go. I like it. We're gonna pitch that to my friend Elijah, and we're gonna make it happen.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Do it now. Anyway, so I will admit I kind of skipped through the new episode because I'm like, yeah, I just saw this movie a few months ago, and we're gonna get the last third of it next week. So, and I had seen it one other time before that. So I'm just like, I mostly watched the framing, the bookends, and all it was Ultraman Z getting excited about telling the story. And at the end, Omega's like, wow, you guys have a bunch of cool teams. I want to meet more Ultras and make a cool team too. And that was it.
Yeah. Very Omega-like.
Yeah.
He needs to go to the Land of Lot.
I have a feeling that's probably how the clip show is going to end, is they're going to be like, hey, why don't you come back with us to Planet Ultra? It'll be great.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'm expecting. So, it was all right. But we've got a couple of news items to talk about. Although, you know what? Since I don't imagine it's going to take us 50 minutes to talk about those news items. What have you been up to this week, Metal Don?
Nothing except for working Worked all week. I'm off this coming week.
Mm.
And so pretty much, just been watching TV, doing a little bit of cleaning here and there, so I don't have to clean on my vacation.
Yeah. Oh, you're going on vacation next week?
No, just staying at home, but
okay.
Yeah. We went swimming earlier today.
Yeah. How many Toku shows are you gonna binge?
I'm gonna try to get through some. I'm gonna try to read at least one book.
There you go.
I got, what is it? 0-10, the first Raymond Benson James Bond novel. I try to get through that.
Mm-hmm. You've probably got at least one of my books. You can read that.
I do. Sure do.
There you go. There you go. You can do that. You'll appreciate this. My brother said, "Hey, I want to go to the movies today this weekend." Okay, what do you want to see? I want to see Obsession or Backrooms. What do you think? I said, "All right, Backrooms." So we saw Backrooms today.
Heck yeah, I want to go see it.
It was pretty good, I have to say. I barely know about the how it became this online phenomenon because of creepypasta, and then there was the guy who directed the movie made short films on YouTube about it and things like that. So I'm aware of that, but I don't really know any of the quote unquote lore for it or anything. But I was able to get into it.
I think it was like something like a promotional thing. They just had one picture and then somebody took that, then made creepypastas out of it. I think that's what it was.
That wouldn't surprise me. I would be curious to look into it, but I have to admit, it's the kind of horror I wish we got more of. It's very psychological, and it uses a lot of, like, it takes something that you wouldn't expect to be scary, which is just a large open office rooms, and it makes it terrifying because you feel small and you don't know what's in there, and it uses it uses liminal space to create a lot of dread. So
right, it's not scary until you actually start thinking about it. And what I do a lot of time, pretty much every time I watch a movie, no matter what it is, I put myself into that movie. Like, what would I do in that situation?
Yeah, and the other thing is that the Backrooms are completely unpredictable because they tailor themselves to whoever is in it.
Yeah.
So whenever they go into different rooms, you're never sure what you're going to get, and it gets very surreal at points. So it was a really interesting movie. I will say that. But anyway,
heck yeah.
I heard some squeaking. All right, we got a couple people in the chat. I'll talk with them here really quick. We have Jonathan Cartwright, giant tomatoes and spam. He's really fixated on the spam. Good evening from the Kaiju Samurai. We have, what is it? Tom Tier. The
Metal Dong.
Yeah, the Metal Dong, more like. Wow. Do you know who this is?
Nope.
Tom Tiriff Nash. Yeah. And Truho. Okay. Yeah. Work and more work. Watching Gavin Infinity. Working again. Reading comics. Such as our lives. Yeah. I want to watch Iron Lung as well. I saw Iron Lung. I saw Iron Lung.
I should have went.
Yeah, I saw Iron Lung. It was that one was pretty good too. Yeah. That one was very Lovecraftian and arguably kaiju.
Yeah.
Arguably.
Jonathan, what comics are you reading? Let us know.
That's a good question. I have a massive pile over there. I have piles of everything.
I got too much.
I could cancel all my streaming services and still be entertained.
Oh yeah.
I don't even have that many. Yeah, I don't even have that many streaming services. I canceled Apple TV Plus, and then I switched to Crunchyroll, and I don't know how long I'll keep Crunchyroll.
Yeah,
your offer to just have you add me to yours or whatnot, that is kind of tempting because you can make profiles. So
Yeah, I got me, my son, my brother, and my friend.
Yeah, I don't know how many you're allowed to have.
Well, my friend, he don't even use it anyway, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe we should make maybe we can make a Henshin Power V3 account or something.
Could.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah. We'll figure something out, mitigate some of the costs there. I will admit, I found some stuff. I found stuff on there that it kind of annoys me that I can stream it, but I can't but the physical copy is out of print and it drives me nuts. Because
Yeah.
I can watch Gunbuster on there, which is Hideaki Anno's first anime.
Mm-hmm.
But the Blu-ray has gone out of print suddenly, and you have to pay at least $100 for it if you want the US version. The Australian version is on average about half that much, but I don't know if it'll work.
Yeah.
Because it's region B. Now, sometimes I have gotten region B, I've gotten discs in that are labeled region B and they work anyway. So I don't know what's going on here.
Here's a helpful tip. You know how like Blu-ray players are like $200-$300? Try and find you a PS4 and switch the region. If you can
I've
find
heard
one
about
cheap
that.
enough, just do that. It's easy.
Yeah, I've heard about
you can
that.
switch it up to like 4 times, but if you just buy
yeah.
a separate one, just make it region B.
Yeah, just make it region B. Yeah, I've heard about that. The thing is that I don't have all that many. I don't have all that many discs.
I don't either, but I've also not bought movies because they were region B.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I said, sometimes the disc labeled region B still work on my PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
if they're
not locked, they can work. But
yeah,
I've read
like I have
some that are B.
Yeah. Like, for example, I have some Harryhausen movies that are labeled region B and they still play in my player. I have some Universal. No, those were all region. I also have the original Arrow release of the Guyver, the first one.
Yeah.
It's labeled region B. Still worked.
Yeah, I have some Arrows that are B and they work. Others don't. Like the house set I have, they're region B. They work, but Elvira, Mistress of Darkness, don't work. Made me sad.
It's confusing. I think what it might some people have suggested what it might be is it says region B because it's being sold in region B, but it's actually all region. They just don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not sure what to think of it. Let's see. Absolute got a comment here from Courtright. Absolute Trades, Absolute Green Arrow, the latest Power Rangers comic, and some DC trades. Sounds like a good lineup there.
How's the Absolute Green Arrow? Because I haven't read it. I haven't even seen anything for it.
He also says Gunbuster is awesome. It's only 6 episodes, so I can get through it fast. I think what I'll do is because right now the initial thing I got Crunchyroll for was to watch Trigun Stargaze because I'm a big fan of Trigun. And so once I finish that, I think I'll watch Gunbuster next because it's only 6 episodes. That way I can decide, is it going to be worth tracking down this Blu-ray or not?
Right.
Or do I want to take the risk on a Region B Blu-ray? But, like I said, we've got a couple of news items to talk about. It was Summer Games Fest this week, and all kinds of trailers have been dropping. It's been nuts. There was a trailer for Final Fantasy VII Revelation, so it's going to be the part 3 of the remake, the third and final part. There was a Virtua Fighter Crossroads trailer. There were what else? There was a Street Fighter 6 Season 4 trailer. Like, all this stuff was dropping, and I'm like, what is going on? Well, there were a few that were Kaiju and Toku related. Probably the biggest surprise out of it was they announced that Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee, the GameCube game that came out in the early 2000s is getting a remaster, and it will be on all consoles.
And guess who pre-ordered it?
Oh, it's already? You can pre-order it already?
Yep.
What did you pre-order it on?
The Atari website.
Atari. Well, no, I mean like what console?
Oh, PS5, obviously.
PS5. Are you getting a physical copy?
Oh yeah, I always get physical.
I may. Okay. Where's my button?
I just called it.
Wow. But yeah, I will definitely be picking it up. I've played Destroy All Monsters Melee, but not nearly as much as I did Save the Earth and even Unleashed because I didn't have a GameCube.
I've never played any of them.
I feel kind of bad about that. But if you haven't, you should. If you ever come visit me again, I have the PS2 version of Unleashed, which is not that great because it's really just Save the Earth, which is the best one. It's really just Save the Earth kind of repackaged because the better version of Unleashed is on the Wii, but that one is weird.
I got two recently. Where are they at? I think I got Unleashed and one other one for the PS2.
Yeah. Yeah, Unleashed is kind of odd.
Yeah.
It's kind of odd. But Save the Earth is the best one. So I'm hoping that if this one goes over well, the other two will be remastered and released.
I hope so.
Because people have been wanting that for a while. He says Absolute Green Arrow is pretty decent.
Green Arrow is the GOAT, so.
Yeah.
Now, this is, off topic. They also did the trailer for the Resident Evil Code Veronica remake.
Yes. And Resident Evil Code Veronica. Yeah.
Can't wait.
They've shortened it to just Veronica, though. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I think they did it just because, if you look up Code Veronica, you're probably going to get, the older game. So they just wanted to make it not its own, but easier to look at.
Yeah. The Code Veronica is kind of weird because it was like, I think it was supposed to be Resident Evil 3, but ended up not being Resident Evil 3, and then they made a proper Resident Evil 3.
Yeah, I never played it, but I've watched a lot of gameplay of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I know it came out on Dreamcast because I remember when that happened. I don't know if it was out on anything else.
It was on PlayStation.
Was it?
Yeah.
That would make sense.
I'm almost positive, yeah.
Yeah. But the other Toku related news is, and actually I'm going to show this on stream. It's only 25 seconds long, and I don't think we'll get yelled at for this. But, take our lives into our own hands, I guess. But have you played GigaBash?
Yes. Yeah. I'm going to have to re-download it.
Yeah, well, you might want to make sure you get all the rest of the DLC too. But they made a DLC announcement. We're getting more Ultraman We're getting more Ultraman in GigaBash, and it's specifically, spoiler warning, even though it's right there. We're getting Ultraman Zero and Ultraman Belial. And it's releasing right before Ultraman Day, because of course it is. So,
heck yeah.
Here you go. Yeah, I saw this image right here. Oh, wait, yeah, right here. Oh, crap. Nope, not what I wanted. But I saw. No, I don't want to show the episode because we'll get yelled at for that. We'll definitely get yelled at for that. Ah, it's being stupid. Anyway.
Dang.
But I saw that image at the end circulating on the socials, and I wasn't even sure it was real at first. Yeah. And then I did a little bit of digging. I was like, "Oh wait, it's real." That means we will come this time next month. We will have 6 Ultraman characters in GigaBash.
Heck yeah!
It will be tied with Ultraman. Oh, excuse me, with Godzilla, which also has 6 characters.
We need to get Chris to download it, and we'll play it.
Yeah, there you go. We could even try to live stream it. That would be fun. Cool. That would be fun to do. We could do a live stream. I was just goofing around.
How many people can you have on at one time?
You can play up to 4 players.
4.
Yeah, you can play up to 4, local and online.
Nice.
So all I'd have to do is start a game or a room or whatever and get the both of you in the game, and we'll go nuts.
Yeah. Oh, that would be sick.
Yeah. And the thing that's cool is they've been putting out a lot of DLC for GigaBash lately. They actually put out another DLC pack that has upgrades to a couple of their original characters. Although I'm pretty sure that, the thing is that one of them's a pastiche of Ultraman because it was Gigaman.
Yeah,
it was back when they first started, and they're like, "Yeah, we aren't going to get any licensed characters," and then they did. And then they also had I can't remember what his name is, but he basically looks like Goldar if he was a 4-legged lion.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they tried to get a Power Rangers license and they weren't able to, so they made a pastiche of Goldar and a pastiche of the Megazord.
Mm-hmm.
That wouldn't surprise me. But at this point, all that's missing is they just need to get Kong. And they've basically got all, and then all they really need to do is get Gypsy Danger, and they've got all the infinity gems on the gauntlet. Because GigaBash is the Smash Brothers of Tokusatsu video games, and it is the only thing I can think of that is an official crossover between Ultraman, Gamera, because Gamera is in the game now too, Ultraman, Gamera, and Godzilla. And they can all be in the same thing at the same time. So it's not like City Shrouded in Shadow, which was a Japan-only PS4 game that had all of them licensed in it, but they're all in different levels, so they don't interact.
Yeah.
So, what a time to be a Tokusatsu fan. This is wild. This is wild. But the other thing, I don't know if you saw this. Even though I shared it in our group chat with Chris, did you see that there was an Ultraman Teo digest trailer?
Yeah, haven't watched it yet though.
You haven't watched it yet? All right. We're going to live dangerously and watch it together. It's 4.5 minutes long. I've seen it already.
Perfect.
But basically, it just gives a bunch more details about the characters and the show. And it's narrated by our protagonist. Superaya likes doing this. Yeah, so here you let me get this all situated, but I'm gonna go check our email to see if we get yelled at. But so far, Subaraya has been much more forgiving than Toei.
Oh yeah.
We'll see if that continues. But here we go. And they've also started promoting the toys that are going to go along with this.
Really?
目の前の命を守りたい。これは俺と仲間たちの成長の物語。
Kaiju looks cool.
Yeah.
新番組ウルトラマンテオ。
I love his color timer.
故郷の惑星 H12 に宇宙怪獣が襲来した。そして俺は何もできず、いつしか地球へとたどり着いた。覚えることがいっぱいで大変だけど、ここで大学生として過ごすことにした。明進大学獣医学部。動物たちと心を通わせ、穏やかな日々を送れるように、ここで獣医を目指す。地球での名前は三石伊吹です。そして出会いも天文研究会。
入会希望？
まあ、天文研究会のメンバーはユニークな人たちばっかり。
I have a feeling this astronomy club is the closest we're getting to a science patrol.
ようこそ、
Yeah.
天文研究会へ。
泉環奈さん。研究熱心で機械いじりが大好き。
ごめん、私こういう乗り物とか機械見るとうずうずしちゃって。
日浦凛太郎さん。クールだけど優しさを秘めた人だ。
手分けして探すぞ。
友部地渉さん。元レスキュー隊員で面倒見がいいお兄さん。
ベッチな。
この子はプチ怪獣プッチ。
Yeah,
無邪気な性格でドーナツが大好
the
物。
cutesy kaiju here has has an alt mode that they
天
don't
文研
show
究
in
会
this
で囲むこと
trailer.
になった。 ま
But
だ
I've
何か
seen the
秘めた能
toy.
力があるみたいだけど、
Yeah, it looks
可愛い
cool
友
too.
達だ。このプッチや怪獣に興味を持つ人たちもいる。志賀京子さん。世界中の未確
She
認
looks
事件を
very
調査する
intense.
組織 UTTF の調査員だ。
調査対策のための専門家。ちっそ。
見延純平先生。
頑張ってるね。
獣医学部の教授で怪獣の研究にワクワクしている。
ドーパミンが出まくりです。
Alright,
平和だったは
get
ず
some
の
more
地球
cool
に
kaiju
怪
action
獣が
here.
現れた。みんなの命を守りたい。このテオクリスタ
The
ルの
Teo
光で
Crystar.
巨大化すればそれができる。
I love it when an Ultraman hits the kaiju when they rise.
I know, that's always
まだ
awesome.
慣れてないけど光線だって撃てる。そしてプッチーも
Yep. That's the closest you get because the little kaiju can transform too.
地球人、そして怪獣。
I love that shot.
大切な仲間たちと手を取り合っていく物語。新番組ウルトラマンテオ。日本時間7月4日土曜朝9時。テレ東系6局ネット初世界同時期放送同時期配信スタート。
Well, there you go.
Heck yeah.
So we get some more details in there, and I will admit the trailer makes it look a little more cutesy than I was expecting it to be, because we didn't see the little kaiju in the previous stuff. But given the fact that it turns into a big, let me see if I can go find. Let me see if I can find the toy advertisement that shows that off. Because, like I said, you don't see it, but it does transform. And I'm guessing will be the apparently mandatory kaiju sidekick, because the last few Ultra series have had kaiju sidekicks. But it makes Bandai happy.
Or if you're like Earth Garon, you're a robotic kaiju sidekick.
Yeah, but I would still file him under the kaiju sidekick umbrella. Hold on.
I wish we'd get a Blazar season 2.
Yeah, that would be really cool, to say the least.
It would be.
Wow. I don't know why, but Twitter is being stupid right now. I don't know if this is reported on like the official Subaraya English language site or not. Hold on. There, I got it to work. And yeah, here it is. His name is Poochie. I think that's how you're supposed to say it. So for those who don't know, this is what giant Poochie looks like. It's a pretty cool kaiju design, I have to say.
It is. I love the red and white with a little bit of blue in there.
Wow. Apparently the fact that it says right here that the fact that he can turn giant is a mystery. Ooh. I guess that's going to be a little plot point that they're going to play with for the season. I've heard rumors that since this is the 60th anniversary show, that past Ultramen are going to show up. Oh crap! Oh crap! Are you kidding? So. Are you kidding? Is this the actual episode? I think it. Oh my gosh, dude! You and I are going to have to watch this after the stream tonight.
What is it?
Beat Runners. The first episode is out and it has subs.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to watch that after the stream. It's only 10 minutes. So there you go, people. Go watch Beat Runners. Beat Runners is out. I didn't know it was out. I mean, it came out a week ago, it says. No one's talked to me about it. Courtright says, so it's going to kind of be like Ultraman Forze. LOL. I have not seen Kamen Rider Forze, so I don't know. That's the one that he has the head that looks like a rocket or a bullet or whatever, right?
Yeah. The all-white suit.
Yeah.
Almost all white. Primarily
yeah,
white.
It's black and white. Yeah, it's the bullet-headed one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm curious what the tone of this is going to be, but I do like the setup where, and it seems like I kind of wondered this with the previous trailer, and now I feel like it's kind of being confirmed. It looks like he's not a warrior. So not only is he a reluctant hero, he's like, yeah, I found that I could shoot energy beams, and I'm still figuring out how that works because he looks a little awkward.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of interesting.
It is. I want him to be more like a warrior than a hero. Well, I mean, you don't have to be a warrior to be a hero, but I wouldn't mind seeing. Yeah, hopefully he does grow into it and he starts kicking ass.
Yeah, well, I think that is the intention, which I find that way more interesting. And we talked about this before. How I have a complicated quote unquote relationship with Ultraman Cosmos, being the pacifist Ultraman, and but this one, it's that he just doesn't want to fight because because he's a reluctant hero and he's not a fighter. He would rather just take care of animals. He has to take care of something. He comes to Earth, his planet's destroyed. He's got to take care of something. So he becomes he becomes a veterinary student, which I think is kind of cool. And
Yeah.
it looks like the astronomy club members are going to be wonderfully quirky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like I said, I think they're going to be the quote unquote science patrol in this, which is continuing the trend of trying to get away from science patrols.
We need a show with like a middle-aged man who becomes an ultra, but he's very lazy. And there's a kaiju, going down the street, and he's like, "Oh, this is such a drag." And he gets up off the couch, potatoes fall off of him. He's like, "Henshin, whatever."
Henshin, whatever. You just want an Ultraman version of Kojima wants to be a Kamen Rider.
No, Tojima, he gets into it. He loves it.
Oh, he does.
He's the opposite.
I mean, have you played GigaBash?
Very little.
Okay. I was gonna say, well, I'll see if I can find a picture that really makes this clear. Because, like, if you see, like, if you want that, you kind of want Gigaman, because Gigaman, the implication is that Gigaman is a middle-aged guy, and he's got a paunch on him.
Yeah.
Here, this is a pretty good one. Oh, it's from Wikizilla. Okay, I didn't know it had this had an entry on Wikizilla. I think maybe no, it's stupid. But no, if you look at Gigaman, he's got a paunch on him, which is kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just put out it's Gaia Gigaman, and he looks more like a traditional superhero. So it's like he got a power up, and now it's how he used to look.
Heck yeah.
But no one knows who he really is. They just suspect he might be human because he disappeared for a while, according to the game lore. And then he came back, and they're like, oh, he got fat. Speaking of which,
got married.
Speaking of which, Courtright says, I need to get GigaBash myself. I want it for Gamera and the Ultraman stuff. 0! Yeah, I am excited about this. I can make Ultraman Zero fight Godzilla now.
Dream come true.
Or at
Made
the very
out
least
play
I
with
can.
toys anymore.
Yeah. This really is just taking dumping out your toy box. That's what this game is now.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. You could have Belial fight Tiga and Godzilla and Gamera and all their original characters, and just because that's the other thing. People are getting excited about all of the licensed characters, but GigaBash has some really cool original characters too.
Yeah.
And I feel like they get a bit overshadowed by all of the licensed characters. But, GigaBash was basically the spiritual successor to those old Atari Pipesworks games. So, the fact that they were throwing the licensed monsters in there, I mean, you can't go wrong. They even threw in it gave Godzilla the infamous flying dropkick. I don't even remember if the Pipeworks games did that. And they gave him the dance.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, that's one of his taunts. Hilariously, because they used the Heisei Godzilla. So seeing the Heisei Godzilla do the dance and the dropkick is unintentionally funny. And I think, and they even snuck in, I think it's if you do like an air special move, and Godzilla will use his atomic breath in the air, and he flies back a little bit. So like, I see what you did there. I see what you did there, GigaBash, and I love you for it.
It's a cool game.
Yeah, they throw in some things that only like hardcore fans like me are going to pick up on. And I'm like, guys, you didn't need to do that. You did that for me.
Right.
You did that for me. My favorite one is King Ghidorah. One of his taunts is he just stands there. You see a little portal open up, and then the time machine from Godzilla versus King Ghidorah comes out of the portal, and it flies around him, and all three of the heads just follow it as it circles around him, and then goes into another portal on the other side.
Heck yeah.
I loved it. Because at first I was like, what is he even doing? And then I looked at it like, that's the time machine. You guys didn't need to do that. But you did.
Hey. They wanted to make a Godzilla game, but they couldn't.
Until they were able to license a few things. So, yeah, like I said, all they got to do now is actually get a proper Power Rangers license and throw in, I would say, the Monsterverse version of Kong. So you can have the glove and the axe.
Yeah.
Because I think that would make that would just fit better with the game. And then you've got the Infinity Gauntlet. Congratulations.
Yep.
It would be nuts if they did that. So it would obviously it would be the original Megazord. I would guess anyway. But who, if they threw in a bad guy, who should they throw in? It should probably be Goldar. That's the most logical
one. Dark Spectre.
Dark Spectre. But then everyone's just like, it's just Meligore.
Yeah.
We all know I want the snarky bonehead, but it'll never happen.
Who would be a good one?
Like I said, it would probably be Goldar, because, like I said, they had the two characters that are obvious pastiches. Let me see if I can find them. It's very obvious.
A giant Rita.
That would be hilarious, or a giant Lord Zed.
Yeah.
Which did happen. That did happen. There it is. Yeah, because GigaBash has a wiki now. Because everything has a wiki.
Of course. Oh.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, I have to give GigaBash credit. This is one of the funniest ideas for a kaiju I've ever seen. They made a skyscraper a playable character, and it's angry that its fellow skyscrapers keep getting destroyed by the monsters.
Oh my gosh.
So it sets out to avenge its fellow buildings against the monsters.
That's awesome.
I love it. There we go. Come on, just let me see. I want to see pictures of the characters. Yeah, so this is the roster of characters. I was not expecting this to turn into a GigaBash stream.
All great things happen unexpectedly.
Yeah, so we have Gorogon, Gong. He's pretty original. I'm not sure if he's supposed to be a pastiche. This is like Baltan plus. I was thinking there was like one other one, but it's got a lot of Baltan in it. But Pipijurus, Wooly, the Yeti, Thundertross. This thing is annoying to fight, but when you use him, you can't be as cool. But it's a mech. That's kind of like the closest they have to a Pacific Rim mech. This is Gigaman. And if you look at his chest piece here, it's subtly a G. G for Gigaman. Skarak. There's a lot of... I think this is supposed to be a reference to the various snail monsters that keep showing up in mostly Ultra Q, but sometimes in the Ultra series.
Yeah.
And then Rohana. Maybe it's a plant monster. Maybe a reference to Biollante, but probably not. And then Rawa, he's a dragon. I think this is kind of their Godzilla pastiche. He's a pretty cool looking character. And then, yeah, Ziva. This thing's weird.
Where's its head?
I don't think it quite has one because it's like it's like crystals kind of held together by an invisible force.
It's interesting.
It's weird. Yeah. Here's Concrete. Concrete. I love it. Yeah, he's the building. You can know he's alive because he has the two little windows. Those are like eyes, and he opens up like a chest in a fantasy game and chomps on things. Yeah, here it is, Rojak. That's their Megazord pastiche with maybe a little bit of dang it, Voltron.
Dino. Looks like Dino Thunder. The Dino
It
Thunder
does kind of
Megazord.
look. It does look like the Dino Thunder Megazord, yeah. And then this is it right here. Yeah, Balzar. Does he not look like Goldar except on all fours?
Yeah, I can see it, especially in the face.
Yeah. Now they gave him like this long scorpion tail, so I guess he's like Goldar. He's like the unholy love child of Goldar and Scarpina. This is what the kid from Zhu Ranger grew up to be.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then, yeah, Mecha Juris. They gave this guy out as free DLC because he was an NPC who would attack you in the games. And then, yeah, we get to the DLC characters. So Godzilla, Gigan, Kiryu, Mecha Godzilla, Destroya, King Ghidorah, Hedorah, and then Ultraman, Baltan, Tiga, Chimera. Is it Chimera? Yeah, it's Chimera, not Carmera. So it's specifically the one who fights Tiga and not Trigger. And then I take it back. It's Ultraman is still going to hold the record because they put in Ultraman and Emmy. So Ultraman Dorito. And he looks just as ridiculous in this game. My gosh, he's so thin. Can someone please tell this Ultraman to eat?
For real.
Yeah. And then Gamera. They use the anime version of Gamera.
The best looking one.
Yeah. Okay. And then the Giron and it's anime Giron. Anime Giron. Giron in this game is nuts. So, yeah. And now we're going to throw in Zero and Belial into the mix. It's going to be great.
It's awesome.
I can't wait.
Before this episode starts, we have 8 minutes. I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, go for it. I'll handle some comments here. So, Edwin, get ready for me to leave the Toku references in my Adventures of Superman Season 3 as they leave them. And if Clark gets powered up or something, hopefully Electric Superman is a Super Saiyan. Yeah, I would not be surprised. But Adventures of Superman Season 3. You mean Superboy? Adventures of Superboy? Is that what you're talking about? Because I don't remember an Adventures of Superman that went 3 seasons or more. Might want to clarify. But I'm going to go click on the video for ZEZTZ. So yeah, this is going to be crazy tonight. I'm going to leave a comment in the chat because I always do. Where Henshin Power V3. Okay, there we go. Where 3 friends might help if I could spell. Have 3 minutes to talk about Tokusatsu. We're streaming live right now. There you go. Nobody will probably see it in this deluge, but you never know. My Adventures with Superman Season 3 coming out this month, which has so many Tucker references. And Clark has a sort of energy electric thing due to how much generation of Kryptonians get stronger. So it's a comic book? Is it a comic book? Oh, it's My Adventures with Superman. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't see the my. That was okay. I didn't see the my. I'm silly. But yes, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I've heard about there are some Toku references in that show. Yeah, I get it now. Silly me. Silly me. It's amazing how missing one word screws the whole thing up. All righty. So, was it Case 30 Reform? And I'm expecting this to be kind of wild this week. While we're waiting for Jake to come back, I believe Chris will be joining us next week. So we'll get the band back together by then, by next week. All right. Do I have any messages I need to be aware of? That was the joke, sir. Do. I know, this is super exciting. All right, we've got T-minus 4 minutes, sir. Case 38 reform. So that means after this we'll have 12 episodes left, which should theoretically be about 3 more months. So we're going to go all the way through the summer with this.
Yep.
And then Teo starts July 4th. We're going to have to figure out what to do about that one.
It's like I'm ready for ZEZTZ to be over with, but I'm still enjoying it at the same time. I just want to know what happens at the end.
Yeah. Man, this is going to be nuts. Still no word on what's going on with the next one if the simulcast will continue.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I do know they've made it abundantly clear the simulcasts are continuing for Teo. We just got to wait and see. I kind of refuse to call it Kamen Rider Mice.
Well, you have to.
Apparently, I have to. It's one of those things where it makes more sense in Japanese, but when you say it out loud in English, it gets weird. Yeah, 2.5 minutes. ZEZTZ Day. Some people are having way too much fun in the chat. The Full Metal Moonsault. What are you weirdos talking about? 1 minute left. Wait, oh crap, I'm behind. I had to move it up where it's actually like T-minus 1 minute and 15 seconds.
I got 1 minute and 3 seconds.
No! I'm going to hit refresh and see what it does.
Nox is fighting 3 this episode, ain't he?
I believe so.
Good.
Okay, I have 55 seconds.
I got 36.
Why are you so much farther ahead than I am?
Go beside the volume and hit live.
I did, and I'm still at 40 T minus 40 seconds.
Huh.
Ah! I'll just deal with it.
You better.
People are just making random references to other writer shows and quoting all the catchphrases from this one. This chat is always weird.
Always.
Here we go. I'm Baku and I pose like Spider-Man. Transformers, more than meets the eye. There you go. Have your friends turned evil? Punch them in the chest. That will solve everything.
Huh.
Okay, he can do that.
Knox really wants to take out Code. I want to know why he hates Code so much. Well, they did, leave him for dead, but
Yeah. And they do all kinds of terrible things.
yeah.
Because I'm Kojima and I want to be a Kamen Rider.
Reclaim the dreams.
I bet people watching this without the live video just think I look like a spastic weirdo
Probably.
because I'm dancing to the theme song in my chair. I appreciate that they use the American spelling of gray. But I'm the weirdo who notices little things like that. Dreams are still under merzetless control. Oh my gosh, guys. Well, it's Code that's the problem. You guys are trying too hard. Man. Well, time to go to work, destroying the world. Code number 3.
It's a good thing he's questioning him now.
Here, keep my vending machine toy. Meh. Do, 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 do. Is the iPhone just the default cell phone in fiction now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Even though I think more people have Androids than iPhones. Oh, crap! Car bomb! What?
Huh.
Well,
Wasn't expecting that.
nobody expects the Spanish car bombing. That doesn't work. Anyway. She felt a disturbance in the force. Wait. What? 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 Nem is trying to murder her mother? What is going on? Okay, that makes way more sense. She looks like
okay.
she looks like the world's most effed up Pink Ranger. Okay. Oh my gosh. I need YouTube Premium.
I told you.
That is obviously a green screen. Whoa. Oh, we get 2 monsters this week? The
That's pretty cool.
dark. Yeah.
Now there's multiple.
Oh, geez. Whoa. That guy looks like Zeltrax from Dino Fury. Not Dino Fury, Dino Thunder.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, don't underestimate Nox.
And I intend to make him buy me the greatest Japanese beer. Do you have any recommendations? If you ban him drinks, what do you recommend?
Coors Banquet.
There you go. As the resident beer delivery man, you would know. Next time you come visit me, I need to take you to the Double Dragon barcade that's within walking distance of me. It's basically an arcade and a bar.
Let's do it.
Yeah. $15, you can go, you can stay there as long as you want, and all the games are free.
I'll be there Wednesday.
Heh. I mean, it's kind of obvious, isn't it? We're here to save your life. It's so funny hearing the sword sound effects when that is clearly a toy.
I know.
Meanwhile, the nightmare is just going to stand there and let them talk.
As they do.
I owe you drinks for life? Hot dang. My gosh, people in the chat are demanding that they kiss.
Oh my god.
Weirdos. I can't tell if he's Zeltrax or the Guyver.
Mix of both.
Shadowboxing! He just blacked out the whole city? And the moon! Oh no! With one punch. Who is he, Saitama?
It's my boy.
Midnight Shadow. Is he going to get a power-up now? Midnight Shadow is a cool name, by the way.
Pretty cool.
I mean, the title of this episode is Reform. So I guess that means he officially becomes one of the good guys.
Yeah. It's about dang time.
Hey, look, he's doing what we're doing. What's he going to do? Go protest? He's going to fight code by protesting them. Turns out all those people are monsters.
Probably.
Oh! Frick! Why didn't you shoot him in the head? Erase? He looks completely disinterested in this. Someone's about to make a dramatic entrance.
Nux.
Oh,
My boy.
it's about to get real. What? He has to wind. He has to wind it up. That's like a double 360 spin there. Oh, frick. The new toy is here.
Oh, that's what I want for my birthday. That is freaking sick.
I'm getting white Dino Thunder Ranger vibes.
But cooler.
Next. I forgot he had a drone. Oh, jeez. Best drone ever.
I know, I need it.
Oh, we're going back to this one.
I ain't gonna lie, all of these suits are cool.
Yeah.
Nox, he's just had the best ones though.
Yeah, you would say that. As the unabashed Nox fanboy.
Talk about hentai.
Shit. Hentai attack. Yeah, I've heard that one plenty of times. This show, more than a lot of other writer shows that I've watched, feels like live action anime. Uh-oh. Writer kick?
Heck yeah. I want him to get rid of 3 already.
Nova Blades, which is basically writer kick.
Do it.
What? He's being turned into paper? He got turned. Wait. What? What is going on?
I had no clue, honestly.
He just got turned into a novel. Literally.
I guess his life is an open book.
Wow. You're not an anime character anymore. You're 3D. Yeah, except something disappeared. Yeah. What is going on? We seem to be out of Somnia capsules. Next time, enter a real bad dream. Okay. Well, there you go. How was that for you?
That was awesome. I love Nox's new form. It's probably the best suit yet.
That is a very impressive one. Yeah,
I like how he finished 3 with the kick. Thought that kick was good. I don't really get the papers.
That was weird.
Mm-mm.
That would get the WTH What the Henshin award.
Maybe it was like, I don't know, maybe like a confession. I don't know. What'd you think about it?
That was a pretty solid episode, I have to say. I'm glad that Baku's got his power set back, and
yeah,
we got some cool stuff. We got cool stuff going on, and now it looks like your boy is officially Nox. Yeah, he's officially one of the good guys now. And he's got another power up because, of course, he does. Because we got to make Bandai happy.
Yeah,
they're going to be selling. They got to be selling a ton of, of Rider action figures with this.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully, there's no more power ups. I don't think there would be. Not with Extreme.
Yeah.
And Midnight?
Midnight Shadow, which is
Midnight
cool
Shadow. It is a very cool name.
Yeah.
Hopefully these are the last forms. I wouldn't mind having like 3 or 4 just like a regular episode. You're just trying to beat, a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Then the last couple go back into the story and finish it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, it was pretty solid, but now it seems like the main thing next week is trying to find the Stomnia Capsum because it disappeared.
Yep.
Yeah. But I can't. Why did he turn it into paper? Does that mean he's dead?
I'm assuming he's dead. Maybe he turned him into... maybe he brought him out. I don't even know how I'm trying to say it. He made him into a confession.
Yeah.
So instead of, having him confess, he turned him into paper with all his knowledge of code and everything.
It's so weird and wild. And it seems like it happened both in the dream and in the real world, which doesn't entirely make sense, but okay. We'll go with it.
Nightmare on Elm Street knowledge.
Yeah.
Logic.
Yeah, logic. Yeah. It's a little simpler with that, but yeah, I get what you mean. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We got a few comments here. Edwin is chiming in again, I should say. No offense, he's not the guy you want on camera to expose conspiracy and sell it. He's got 2 Beyblades in his transformation. He does.
Heck yeah.
And he has to spin. It looks like he spins it twice. It's like that's not a 360. It's a 720. He's putting in extra work. As we, it's crazy enough. Like when you shared that little video with that one guy who explained the whole reason why these transformation sequences take forever, and it's this old timey samurai tradition of it. Everyone's got to finish their introductions before they fight, so they know if the fight's worth having. Now I know what it reminds me of. The point in the game, you regain your gear after some trouble. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then we got Court right here again. Cool episode, and Zeke comes back next week. Yeah, it looks like he is, but he's Zeke Mixer-Spitalik at this point. It's just a troll. He went from the final boss to a troll.
He's still cool. I like him.
Yeah, I won't disagree with you there. But yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. But unless you've got anything else to say, I think we can sign off until next week. And I'm going to see if I can get Chris on the phone, see if he'll join us to watch Beat Runners.
Yeah, do it. I don't think I have anything else to say.
All right. Well, what did we learn this week? We got a lot of Tokyo DLC coming our way.
And may the power protect you.
Thank you for listening to Henshin Power V3, a podcast produced and hosted by Nathan March and
Christopher Reiner
and Jake Hamber.
If you'd like to send us feedback, we'd love to hear from you. So email us at henshin.power.v3@gmail.com.
Follow us on X, the artist formerly known as Twitter. Thank you, Danny DeManna, where our handle is at HenshinPowerV3, and join our official Facebook groups, Power Rangers Legacy and the Marco Out Lounge. We also have a Discord server called the Margolite Lounge. Check the show notes for links to all of them.
Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and other great podcatchers. The podcast logo was designed by Rebecca Hudgens. Follow her on Instagram at super_r_illustrations.
Our theme song is a Joe the Hero remix by GVG Kid, which is based on a track from the video game Beautiful Joe.
All film and audio clips belong to the respective copyright holders, and no infringement is intended or implied.
Please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Podchaser to spread the word about the show. And until next time,
Schwash!